2 high school diplomas, 3 GEDs, 3 associate's degrees, and 1 bachelor's degree. Graduation is coming soon. It is amazing that we will have 9 academic graduates out of the 12 families in our program who were homeless just over a year ago. There will be 600,000 people homeless tonight in the United States, nearly 40% of whom are families. Right here in our community, over 6,000 students were identified as homeless in Albuquerque Public Schools last year. That's 7% of the student population, or 1 out of every 14 students. There are many causes for homelessness, from lack of affordable housing, poor economy, mental health, substance abuse, domestic violence, just to name a few. But I believe it's the lack and loss of community that is the underlying factor in homelessness, and inherent in that community is educational and support systems. You can give a family a house and they'll increase their stability and their happiness, but that does not increase their income. Children who grow up in poverty learn to survive, but not thrive. It is with these things in mind that when I was hired to develop a program for homeless families, my board and I asked the questions, what if? What if we could engage a family in their own transformation from homeless to housed, from high school dropout to college grad, from isolation to community? What if we could take the time to really diagnose the underlying root causes of each family's homelessness and fully address them to make change for generations? What if we could give a family the opportunity to increase their lifetime earning potential by giving them housing and a chance to complete a course of study? What if we could reconnect people back into community, letting them become healthy and productive members again? What if? In response to these questions, we created a program called Sara Nam, which means refuge. Sara Nam's mission is to end homelessness and poverty through housing, education, and supportive communities. When I met Rachel, she was a single mom with 3 children under the age of 5. She was leaving an abusive partner who had just beat up her 2-year-old son, leaving him with permanent brain damage. She had dropped out of high school. She had no work experience. She had no family locally and nowhere to go. She and her family were scared and alone. When Rachel applied to Saranam, she interviewed with our current students, and afterwards she said to me, "If that's the quality of students you produce, I want to be here." She was accepted, and when she moved into her newly furnished apartment, her new home, she exclaimed, "Wow, this is way more than I ever expected." From the details of the tablecloth and the dishes, to the pictures on the walls, to having her own bathroom, she was overwhelmed with the excitement that comes with a fresh new start. Her daughter ran in from the kitchen and said, "Look, Mom, a kitchen table. We don't have to eat on the floor anymore." When Rachel first began our program, we thought it would be wonderful if she got her GED in the 2-year span of our program. As she soon saw that our incredible partnership with our local community college, Central New Mexico's Workforce Training Center, she would face her past and forge her way into her future. In our on-site classes taught by those C&M instructors, she excelled in the academics and passed her GED in just 4 months, which is truly amazing. In the life skills classes, engagement with the Saranam community, and in case management, she made new friends, learned how to deal with conflict, and became a better parent. Rachel enrolled in a medical assistant program. Things were looking promising for Rachel, but her life continued to have traumatic events. Her brother was killed. She lost another pregnancy when domestic violence shattered her life again. She was kidnapped at knife point and only escaped by jumping from a moving vehicle. But determined, she remained focused, stubbornly focused on her future, and worked hard at Saranam. In 2 years' time, she had obtained her GED and her medical assistant certificate. Rachel had increased her earning potential by $12,000 annually. She moved out, proud of her accomplishments, and her family was stable. She said it was the first time that she was not on food stamps. This was not the end of Rachel's story, though. She called me 5 years later to let me know that she was married to a loving husband, that her children were happy and healthy, that they lived in a safe and secure home, and she was graduating with her bachelor's degree in nursing. You see, Rachel was not just given a home, she was given an opportunity. And she took that opportunity and changed her life. The truth is, we can make changes today that can prevent generations of children from growing up in poverty. We see the transformation from desperation to achievement, and that proves that changing one's life circumstances is possible given the right support and environment. I challenge you today to get involved in addressing the root causes of complex problems like homelessness and poverty, and finding real solutions to these issues. Allow yourself to move beyond the conventional responses, to really diagnose those underlying causes so you can make a real significant impact. Given housing, education, and a supportive community, Rachel changed her life. Saranam is changing the lives of hundreds of people. What can you do?